Hey y'all, how do you heal while traveling? How do you heal when life be lifing? How do you heal while traveling? They say travel is one of life's greatest teachers. I'll add, focusing on your mental and physical health is one of the benefits of traveling. Traveling is not vacationing per se. Imagine the holiday hustle to grandma's house. That's a vacation. Picture spring break with your friends when y'all turn up and live it up. It's a vacation. Traveling for a work conference is work travel. Working nomads, regardless of their mode of transportation, are travelers and not necessarily vacationers. We are travelers who on occasion do vacation-y things. Vacation-y. That's the word. Think of a working nomad traveler like your typical person who works during the week and enjoys entertainment activities on weekends. Although if you're like me, you avoid doing things when it's going to be most busy. By the way, I'm Frankie and I live mostly full time in my van and I take epic long road trips. I like taking the joy route, which means live your best life as best you can. And for me, it's living 1 minute, 1 mile, and 1 cup of lightly roasted black coffee at a time. Lightly roasted. In a Reddit group of travelers, all types of travelers, from people who travel out of the country, people who travel in a van on road trips or whatever, the question was asked, how do you heal while traveling? And I thought about that question for a while. In fact, I went to bed thinking about that question and I wanted to really think about that. And what I came up with or concluded that it might mean is essentially asking one to do a self check-in. Are you okay? Because we know, as the saying goes, as I said, life be lifing. So the question, it danced in my head and I came up with some answers. I believe the answers that I came up with, that I put down on paper will extend beyond the world of traveling. So if you're not a traveler, I think you'll benefit for some of these things that I do, because as I said, life be lifing. So I came up with 10 things. I'm going to run through them fast. Also, at the end of this podcast, I'm going to answer the question. Somebody asked me, one of the subscribers asked, they said it works better if you show your face on camera, even I guess for a podcast, but I'll answer that question at the end. So stay to the end. Right now, I'm going to try to give 10, what I wrote down on paper, 10 ways I heal when I'm traveling or when life be lifing. First, I heal by writing. My pen is my pill. Writing might not be your jam, but there's a reason so many people suggest putting thoughts on paper. There are benefits to doing so. That's number one. Number two, I heal in nature. Nature is my pill. Nature is like an untamed paradise. It has captivated my heart. Whenever I take a road trip sabbatical, I'm not choosing a specific destination. Instead, I'm being chosen, honey. That's right. I'm lured into places where there are bodies of water, lush green landscapes. I end up in places with 70-degree weather. That's why I spent so much time in San Diego, because the weather was beautiful and the sunrises and sunsets were breathtaking. Another way, this is the third one, I heal by solo travel. When I'm in Rome, I do as the Romans. But when I'm traveling on my own, I follow my own joy route. In other words, when I'm traveling with people, I usually go along with their plans if I think I will discover joy. And I usually do. Traveling with people is fun. But traveling solo is my time. It's my me time. And me does whatever I want to do. I like connecting with myself, and I do it by traveling solo. And there used to be a saying, if you can't stand being alone, then you can't stand yourself. I think this is 4. I heal by traveling in slow mo. This means traveling at a slow motion pace. And so I'm not in a rush to get anywhere. So the whole world is fast paced, and I cherish slow paced travel. And like I said, think about this even when life be life. And if you slow down, it just seems to make it all better because you have time to reflect. I think I didn't lost count, but I think this is 5. I heal by resting. After extended periods of traveling and sleeping in my van bed, shifting to a different bed, even if it's just for a couple of nights, provides the best rest. For the moment, y'all know, some of y'all know, I'm back in Ohio in my what I call winter room. I like the way they sound, winter room. And some days I don't enjoy being a static nomadic. And some days I sleep until like 12 noon. And maybe because it gets darker quicker and the crappy weather. But also I'm answering my body. My body needs rest. So I'm letting rest, life be lifing. Another thing, I heal by exploring. Before I became a nomad, my life was mundane. I went to work, came home, went to the same store, saw the same people, did the same things. And a comfortable life is comforting, but I needed to infuse some variety in my life. I needed a spicy spark of excitement. So I jumped in the van. This is my second van. I heal by woo woo. The term woo woo is occasionally associated with like spiritual practices that some perceive as eccentric and lacking supportive scientific evidence. Because I tried forest bathing. To explain it simply, it involves taking a walk in nature while practicing mindfulness and engaging your senses. When I shared my plans to someone about to do forest bathing, they said it's just a walk in the park. This person didn't fully grasp the significance of the activity because it was outside like their comfort zone and they didn't see it as beneficial. But for me, I like trying things that some might consider woo-woo. As an enterologist, I believe in the power of belief. So whatever you believe becomes that truth. I heal. I don't know what number, y'all. I done lost count of the numbers. I heal by protecting my peace. While I'm on a healing journey, whether I'm traveling or I'm static, my peace has to be untouchable. If I find a van location, say it's noisy neighbors or it's unsatisfactory, I drive away because I got a peace shield. And this is even when life be lifing. I have to protect my peace. I heal. The next tip or thing I wrote down, I heal by doing joy route-ish. I share the joy route is living life the best you can, fully aware of its brevity. Life is short. And like I say, we say it all the time, but we don't really believe it. So one of my passions is seeking out enriching experiences. I'll give y'all an example real quick. I was in Nevada and I was at a park. I was going to this park and there was a Hawaiian food festival. And then, I didn't even know it was in a park, but I just stumbled in the park. I met this Polynesian woman and we was like having a conversation and she gave me the history of the food festival. She talked about the food and the cultural significance. And I enjoy learning about others. As a Black woman, I like sharing my culture. So I really enjoyed that. This is my last thing that I discovered how I heal. This might be tip number 10. I don't know, but I heal by doing R words. I love R words. Releasing. Let that go. Rejoicing. Celebrating. Refocusing. Getting mental clarity. Rekindling a friendship, a romance, relaxing, we need rest, rejuvenating, self-care, refueling, it's my introvert self-pickup, reimagining, ignite the power of your creative mind, reaching, age ain't nothing but a number, reach for the stars and beyond, reflection, mental mirrors for personal growth, revitalizing, y'all skip the expensive creams, glow up with water and vitamin D, rhapsodizing, bam, bring the passion back, rendezvous, I like a solo escapade where I experience unforgettable moments, hey, here's to a travel journey or life journey filled with a constant reservoir of development, wellness, and healing. If you haven't done so already, please take the time to like this video. Liking this video helps me reach more people. Subscribe and leave a comment. I read your comments and I respond. Now, to answer one of the viewers' comments, he said, I guess it's a he, I'm not sure, but the person asks, they said your podcast would probably work better if you're on camera, and maybe so. So here's where I'm at, y'all. I am working on I actually started a true crime podcast. Okay, that's what I'm working on. That's what I do. I also have my other creative projects. I really enjoy the Joy Route. I enjoy some of y'all. I have known y'all for years and we are virtual friends. Some of y'all I owe apologies to, but I really enjoy this Joy Route channel. So right now, doing this podcast where I can just talk and give y'all my thoughts is what's working. I totally have plans to do a different type of video, but for now, rock with the podcast. You can listen to the podcast while driving, while washing dishes, while exercising, while doing all that stuff. So rock with me. I appreciate the ones that have stayed with this channel. Thank you so much. Remember this, life is short. We say it all the time, but we don't really believe it, because if we believed it, we would kick things off our bucket list. Whatever you do, however you do it, always take the Joy Route. I'm going to leave the link to the article in the description box so you can read what I just shared with you, but it stretches out a little bit more. I thank you for like I said, staying with the channel. Whatever you do, take that Joy Route. Take the Joy Route.